Welcome to Finance Fundamentals, the show where we make money make sense. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Let's be honest, Alex, the word budget can be pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it can.
It brings to mind these complicated spreadsheets and just saying no to everything fun.
Right.
But today we're demystifying a method that promises to be different, the 50-30-20 rule. Alex, can you break it down for us?
Absolutely. So think of your budget like a balanced plate.
Okay.
The 50-30-20 rule is basically this simple recipe for financial health. It works with your after-tax income, so the actual amount you take home, and the rule says to allocate 50% to your needs, 30% to your wants, and the last 20% to savings and debt repayment.
Okay, a balanced plate. I like that. But what goes in each portion? Let's start with the biggest one, 50% for needs. What qualifies?
Okay, so your needs are the non-negotiable expenses for living.
Right.
We're talking about rent or mortgage, utilities, essential groceries, health insurance, and those minimum payments on any debts you have.
Got it.
These are just the things you must pay to live securely.
So the boring but essential stuff. That leaves the 30% for wants. I assume that's the dessert on our plate.
Exactly. Your wants are what make life enjoyable, but, aren't essential for survival.
Right.
This is your budget for dining out, vacations, hobbies, streaming services, or that cool jacket you've been eyeing.
Nice.
It's guilt-free spending money because you've actually planned for it.
I like the sound of guilt-free. Now for the last 20%, the vitamins for our long-term health, I guess. Savings and debt repayment.
Perfect analogy. This 20% is your investment in your future self. This is for building an emergency fund, contributing to retirement, or aggressively paying down high-interest debt above the minimum payment.
Ah, okay.
This is the category that truly builds wealth.
Right.
And the main power of this rule is that it turns saving into a proactive habit, not an afterthought.
Okay, let's walk through a real-world scenario. Say after taxes, I bring home $3,500 a month. How would I apply the rule?
Let's do the math. 50% for your needs would be $1,750. That's your cap for housing, utilities, groceries. 30% for wants would be $1,050. That's your monthly budget for fun. And critically, 20% for savings is $700. And that money should be moved into a savings or investment account right away.
Okay, but here's a question I know a lot of people have. What if my reality doesn't fit the rule?
Yeah.
For instance, if I live in an expensive city, my rent alone might be almost 50% of my income. Does the rule still work?
That is a crucial point, and it's where flexibility comes up.
Okay.
The 50-30-20 rule is a powerful starting point. It's not a rigid law.
Right, a guideline.
Exactly. If your needs are closer to 60%, the first place you should look to trim is your wants category. So maybe it becomes a 60-20-20 budget for a while.
Ah, okay.
The key is to protect that 20% savings portion as much as you possibly can.
Right, protect the 20.
It forces you to ask tough questions like, is my current lifestyle sustainable?
So if someone wants to try this, what is the absolute first step?
Don't start with budgeting.
Oh,
Start with tracking.
okay.
For 1 month, just monitor your spending without judgment. Use an app or a simple notebook. Then at the end of the month, you categorize every single expense.
Wow.
And you'll get a real honest look at your financial habits.
Yeah.
And then you can see how it compares to that 50-30-20 ideal and decide what changes you want to make.
That could be a real eye-opener. It's less about restriction and more about awareness.
Precisely. And here's a pro tip to make it even easier. Automate your savings.
Okay.
Set up an automatic transfer for that 20% to move from your checking to your savings account the day you get paid. That way, you save without even thinking about it.
Love it.
You pay your future self first.
Pay your future self first. I love that. It reframes saving from a chore into an act of self-care.
It really is. The 50-30-20 rule gives you a clear path to follow, but, it's you who walks it. It provides structure, but also the freedom to enjoy the money you earn.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. If you were to track your spending for a month, Which category, needs, wants, or savings, do you think would hold the biggest surprise for you, and why?